had to take my whiteboard and I had to draw. Hi everyone, it is 7:36, April 14th. I'm literally filming this the next day. At this point, you probably watched my first vlog of me coming back to YouTube and on this channel, which is really crazy. I'm thinking about just literally daily vlogging at this point because I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do with this channel. So I'm on my work. Today's Tuesday, so which means that I have a pretty good stacked schedule when it comes to like the kids that I see, but it is a lot more easier on my Tuesdays than it is, like I said, on my Thursdays. My Thursdays, my bulk, like I'm hustling and bustling on my Thursdays. So Tuesdays are pretty fun. As far as today goes and like what my plan is, we're obviously in the month of April and Easter already happened, so I'm not sure what activities I want to focus on. I don't know if I want to focus on more like spring items. As we near like the end of the school year, I love to just bring in more summer stuff. Like, this lighting is horrendous. I'm so sorry. It's because of the freaking sun. As we near the school year, I like to bring in like more summer stuff, but as of right now, I feel like I should do more spring items stuff. So I'm gonna see what my supervisor has when it comes to spring stuff, because I don't really have any activities for spring. I did have like these Easter eggs, but that's more of like articulation, because it has like our cards on them. I probably show you them when I get to work. But anyways, so as far as today's vlog goes, I want to continue touching on the topic of my master's degree, because that is just where I'm at in my life right now. So yesterday I got to talking with the admissions people from West Coast University. They just got accredited from ASHA, and from what I understood in my conversation and me just asking as well, I asked, is the like admissions rolling, and is it kind of like a first come first serve? And they said yes, it's like on a first come first serve basis. As long as you like are approved of everything, you're in on the next cohort. So what I think I need to do is I need to start asking my SLPs for letters of recommendation, because that's the one thing that I do need, is I need at least 3 letters of recommendations from SLPs. I have at least 4 people I can ask. I just don't know who I want to ask for a letter of recommendation. I know 2 for sure would write them for me, but I just don't know which one of my other supervisors I want to ask. One of them just had a baby, so I don't want to ask her, but I feel like I would like to ask her, but I also would like to ask the other one as well. But I feel like she's just so busy trying to do reports and stuff. I don't know. There's actually another one that I probably asked, but between those 2, I think I might just ask the one that I work with today and see what she says about it. And it's a scary situation, just because going back to school means a lot of sacrifices that I'm gonna have to start to make. I live on my own as it is right now, and I've contemplated the fact of, should I just move back home with my parents? Should I just go down to part-time for next year? Should I just not work at all? Like, these are questions that I'm starting to ask myself when it comes to like going back to school, because doing full-time and taking care of everybody is just not an option. Like, I definitely can't do it all by myself. I can't go to work and go to school and take care of all the kids and my dog. So I'm like, what do I do? How do I figure this out? So it's gonna be a lot of figuring it out in this series of me going back to school, just like prepping before my grad school, because I think ultimately all my paths lead to that, is to going back to school. However, I would also continue doing these like YouTube series. I would also continue doing these videos and posting on TikToks. Like, this is just something I'm going to continue doing just because it's something that I love to do. And like I said, I've always wanted to do this full time, but who's to say that I can't do both, right? So this is just a series of going to school, prepping my way to school, and showing you guys the process of me submitting my application and writing my personal statement, writing my whatever other things, going through the interview process, getting accepted, actually prepping all this stuff, like getting my books ready, like all of that, maybe even possibly moving this year, like all of that I want to film and document it, just not only to show you guys, but to also document it for myself, so that when I look back on these years, I'm like, wow, I really did that. Because when I look back at when I first started becoming a Slpa and like look back on those videos, I'm like, wow, I really did that. And I like the fact that I like filmed all of that. So I'm going to do that again for this upcoming era of my life. So I will continue to film my process. I might even ask them today if they can write me some letters of recommendations. West Coast University is like my top school just because it's the easiest to get into. It is a private school and it costs just a tad bit more, but because they're such a new they just got accredited and their program is so new, I feel like I have more of a higher chance of getting into it versus like all the other ones who are just so much more competitive. So and my sister also graduated from West Coast University as a RN. Anyways, I have been rambling a lot in this little portion of this video, so I'm gonna be on my way to work right now, and yeah, let's head on out to work. Before everyone else did, so I got a couple moments to myself and just enjoyed the peace and quiet before the absolute chaos that is working in a school, especially a school that deals with a lot of mild to moderate autism. So we have a few good cases in this school. However, that's not to say that I don't love working at this school, because I've actually grown to like it. When I worked this school last year, I was just so like, get me out of here, this is so difficult, this is so hard. But now, like, working in this school consistently for the last 2 years, I'm just like, you know what, I actually don't mind it at all. Like, I love the supervisors, I love the people that I work with, everyone's so nice. So I would be happy to come back to this school, and I would also be happy to see what else is out there. So I don't know what's gonna happen for next year, but I guess we'll see. So at this very clip, I am currently trying to organize my papers for my groups. So as you see here, I always put these sticky notes on to group them from the times that I see these groups. And this was just me pulling out the materials. Like I said, I don't have a lot of material, and I really, really want to build up my materials and just gather more stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, what the heck am I going to do at the end of the year when I have to pull all this stuff out and I have nowhere to put it in my house? Like, it's not going to be the same thing. I mean, if I get placed in a different school, I may or may not have a space where I can keep my stuff the same way that I'm keeping it here. So if they decide to put us in the same sites next year, this would be great, and it would work out perfectly fine because I could leave all my stuff and put all my stuff back. But if I don't, I don't know where I'm gonna keep all my items. I might have to just live in the back of my truck. But like I said, I am prepping for my sessions. I needed a D initial like printable where it had just a bunch of words with the D initial. So I went on Teachers Pay Teachers and I went to this specific guy who does like initial consonants. And he just has really nice ones, really simple ones. And I love printing out all of his initials. So this was me showing you the card of the initial D and then printing it out. Unfortunately, my printer is not color paper whatsoever. It is black and white, so all of my pictures come out black and white unless I'm at a different site where I can print out in color. So I just have to deal with this black and white printer because it's the only printer that I have 4 days out of the week, and I rarely am at my other site. Okay, so I'm also pulling out these verb cards that I got. These verb cards have come in handy every single time. Like, I can work on these picture cards literally in anything whatsoever. I can have them describe what they see. I can have them obviously use them in a verb, or there's just so much to do with these verb cards that I'm always constantly pulling them out, and they're like my number one used item. Number one. So like I said, I'm continuing to, oh, my camera fell down. But here I am on boom cards, and I am picking out the boom cards that I need for that day. I think I was doing sequencing. No, I was doing minimal pairs. So I have a lot of our TIC kids on Tuesday. A lot of them are working on their R's. A lot of them are working on stopping. Believe it or not, I have a lot of kids who stop and they omit the S. So we have to work on that. So this was me at the end of the day. The entire day went perfectly fine. Nothing to complain. It was a great day. I went home. Hi guys. So I just got off of work and I'm about to go to a Dollar Tree to film another TikTok. But as far as today goes, it was alright. It wasn't too bad. Every other month we switch off our kids. So this month I was seeing the kids that I had seen back in February. So it's been a while since I seen them, and some groups made progress while others didn't. So it was very shocking to see who made progress and who didn't. And then not only that, but we're also basically a month away from it being the end of the school year. Like, they said that we have 36 days left of school, which essentially is just a month in school days. A month and a week left of school, which is very extremely crazy to me, because I'm like, wow, I can't believe we are almost there. We are almost done from this school year, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if I'm not ready for it to end, because I don't know what's going to happen for next school year. I truly do not know what's going to happen for next school year. All I know is that we're almost done. But I did want to talk to you guys about what I figured out with the master's things. So as I was at work, during my breaks or during my lunches too, because I get about a few breaks in between the day, and I was going through my transcripts. So for ASHA, you need to have these 4 specific courses in order to even just apply to grad school. And one of the 4 things is statistics. You need to have statistics. You need to have a biology science, so any sort of like biology class. You also need to have so some sort of biology class. You also need to have a I think it's a political science, some political science, and then a sociology or chemistry class. And that is the one class I am missing. I went through all of my prerequisite courses before I even went to my undergrad school, and I don't have chemistry on there. I have biology, I have all the other ones minus chemistry. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my freaking gosh, I don't have a chemistry class, which means that even in order for me to just apply to grad school, I would have to go back to community college to take that chemistry class just to apply for grad school. Mind you, here is where my dilemma comes in. Where I don't even want to go to grad school. I don't even know if I want to go to grad school to become an SLP, because I honestly don't feel passionate enough in the field to go to grad school, but I would just simply do it for the money, just because how much I make now is comfortable living. I live very comfortably. I'm not living the most lavish lifestyle whatsoever. I just feel very comfortable. I work to pay the bills. That's literally all I have. And for me, living the way that I live right now, yes, it's nice if I was just like a single person and I didn't have like any sort of future for myself. But the thing is that I have so much more that I would love to have. Like, I would love to have a much bigger space that I don't feel like we're just like stepping on each other's toes the entire time. And I would love to have extra funds to take my kids out for whatever they feel like, or just even going on vacation. I'm coming to a point where I'm like, okay, I obviously need to go back to school in order to make more money. But I don't want to put the effort in to getting to grad school. I don't want to put the effort into becoming an SLP. And then just becoming an SLP, it just sounds like a freaking drag, because it's not like you can clock in and clock out. Like, you still have to do reports at the end of the night. And I'm like, am I just gonna regret all of this later down the road? And you may be asking, well, Geraldi, what is it that you want to do? Like, this is all I love to do. I love filming. I love content creation. This is all I spend my extra time doing, is just filming videos. Like, mind you, I just clocked off. I'm filming this vlog. I just posted a vlog yesterday. I'm on my way to Dollar Tree right now to film another video for my TikTok. And then I'm gonna go home and probably continue vlogging my day, and then edit my video for my TikTok. Well, not really edit, because I don't really edit my videos. Upload my TikTok, edit this video, upload it to YouTube, and just call it a day. And I feel like if I were to go to grad school and I would become an SLP, I feel like a lot of that would just be taken away, because all of my time would be, more time would be spent at work, more time would be spent doing work at home, and all just to get more money to live a better life that I don't even feel like I'll be able to enjoy. You know what I mean? It's like, am I just gonna regret all of this later for a job that I don't even feel passionate about just to get money from it? So I know this is such like a first world problem, and you may be like getting angry at me, or you may be like thinking, Geraldi, you're so stupid or something. I just don't know what I want to do with my life, and I feel so fucking lost, which is crazy, because I spent my entire 20s just working so hard to come to this point and like going into school and graduating, just to come into my 20s, only working like 3 years into my career, and just already feeling lost and already feeling like I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, I truly don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, and I'm not here to discourage anyone else who is watching these videos to learn more about becoming a Slpa, or they're in school being a Slpa, because my experience can be completely different from your experience, and that should be totally okay. Like, when I first started, I loved it. You know, it offered me a lot of flexibility when I needed the flexibility. The pay is really great compared to a lot of other jobs that are out there. Our jobs are more secured versus other ones that are out there right now. I don't ever feel like I'm at a loss of my job being up in the air. No, I always feel like I'm very needed. So there's a lot of security in this job, and if you need a job to pay the bills, then for sure that is what's going to happen in this field. But there's some people who love what they do. They love being an SLP, and you can see it. And then there's others that are just like, yeah, they're burnt out and they just want to stop working, but they can't because it pays the bills. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna continue just, again, making these videos to kind of help myself figure this out. I want to continue just documenting my journey. Maybe by the end of this month, I'll just say fuck it, and I'll probably sign myself up for the chemistry class and just take it over the summer, and then, you know, apply for the spring cohort for 2027. I don't know. Maybe my TikToks will take off. Maybe this YouTube video series will take off, and then, you know, I'll be getting brand deals left and right, or I'll make a business of some sort and it'll just take off. Who freaking knows? All I know is that I'm just like gonna throw every spaghetti at the wall, which is really funny because I'm gonna eat spaghetti today, but I'm gonna just throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks, and just keep pushing forward. That is just what this era of my life is just figuring it out. And if you're here for the journey, great. If you're not here for the journey and you don't really care about it, that's fine too. Other than that, I don't know if I should go to grad school. It's crazy, you guys. It's so crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I truly don't know what I'm doing with my life. Okay, that's just what the reality is. Anyways, so for today goes, I need to make a visual for my students who are working on who, what, where. So I noticed today that one of my groups, they were working on just specifically that, like, what is the character doing, like creating a narrative. What is the character doing? Who is the main character? Who is this story about? And where does it take place? So I kept asking them, who is the main character? Who is the person in the story? And then they would just name the action, like they're making a pie, and I'm like, cool, but that's not the question that I'm asking. Listen to the question. Who is this story about? What is their name? Because it would say a name in the narrative, obviously, right? And let's say the the character's name was Julian. So I'd be like, who is the story about? And then I physically had to grab a whiteboard and then draw a picture of like two different people. Mind you, my drawings are not good. Okay, so I drew a girl and I drew a boy. And I'm like, who is the story? Tell me, what is this person's name? And with like the stick figure pictures, it helped them. They were like, oh, it's Julian. Julian is who the story is about. And I'm like, great, awesome. Where does the story take place? Right? The what is always the easiest for them. But if I ask them where, over their heads. So again, I had to take my whiteboard and I had to visually draw where things. So I had to draw like the park, I had to draw the beach. And I'm like, where does the story take place? Where are they making this pie? Because it was Julian making a pie. And I'm like, where are they making the pie? Where in this, like, what does it show? And then they finally said in the kitchen, and I'm like, yes, awesome. So I think the visual helped them a lot. So I want to create a better visual, because a student also made fun of me of my picture. They were like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, it's my visual that I made. I'm like, it's not good, huh? And they're like, no. I'm like, awesome, great. Now I know to make a better one. So I'm gonna make a better one, because it was really bad. I wish I could show you guys a picture. Maybe I'll, no, because by the time I get home, like, this video is gonna go up tomorrow. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow my visual. I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow. So maybe on my next vlog. So I'm like, okay, well, clearly I need to make myself a visual for this. So I'm definitely gonna make that for those students, since I'm gonna be working with them throughout the month. And yeah, all right, I am gonna head on over to Dollar Tree now. I have such a freaking headache, like a really, really bad headache, and I've been drinking water like crazy to try to see if it'll help, but it's like pressuring in there. Anyways, yeah, I'll catch you guys up later. This is a raw and just, okay, Ellie. This is just a raw and just like real moment of mine. I don't even know if I'm gonna add this to the vlog or not, but I just wanted to like capture this moment for myself, because I'm hoping that like the future me, when I look back at this moment, like isn't feeling the way that I feel right now, which feels like just hopeless. Like, I just truly just feel hopeless and tired. Like, I want to live a lifestyle so freaking badly, and I just don't know how to get there. And the fact that there's, like, obstacles now in the way of the thing that I even want to do. The thing that I don't even want to do, there's obstacles in the way, and I can't even do that. And I don't have the energy nor the time span to freaking do whatever it is that I need to do in order to get to freaking grad school, or to just like excel to the next portion of my life, which is like getting a house, or just like simply working. It's like I'm so fucking tired. Like I can't imagine my life just living the way that I do now, like every day for the rest of my fucking life. Like, I literally feel like I'm working like 3 fucking jobs. I'm working the job of a man of trying to provide for my household. I'm working like a woman, like a female, freaking trying to be a mom and like cater to everybody. And like cooking and cleaning and just wanting to live like a more softer life and not feel like I'm constantly like rushing of time. Like, I literally feel like I'm running out of time every fucking day. Every day I literally feel like I'm just running out of time. And then getting this dog too, like what did I do to myself? Like, I just added more things to my freaking plate, but I really, really like the dog. And like, I would like to keep the dog, and I want to get myself a house so I can keep the dog around. And so that's why I was like, okay, maybe it's my time to like go back to grad school so I can be able to do that. But no, I can't freaking even do that. Now I have to go back to community college, take a freaking extra course just to get into grad school, to do the one thing I don't even want to do. Like, I don't want to try this fucking hard life. I truly fucking don't. I want to try this hard. Like, it wasn't supposed to be this freaking hard. And here I am trying to freaking make dinner. And I just like just need like 1 second of just like my peace of freaking mind. I can't, like, there's no time to even cry, so I'm just doing it here while I'm making freaking dinner. And then I still have to go to Michael's because my son has a freaking project and we never even got the freaking supplies yesterday. We couldn't find it. So now we're gonna have to go again today, waste more of my time trying to get them today. I truly just don't know what to do anymore with my life. Like I said, I'm comfortable and pay the bills and make enough for food and make enough for gas. And that's it. And I'm sure I'm a lot more fortunate than a lot of people right now because a lot of people probably can't pay the bills. A lot of people probably can't pay their gas. It is almost the end of the day. Well, it is the end of the day, and we're walking now here at the park trying to get my 10,000 steps. But after my whole breakdown, I ended up just laying on my couch and just taking a small little nap. But I am going to end it here just because from here I'm going to take a shower, take everyone a shower, get ready for bed. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this vlog, even though it probably wasn't as eventful, please don't forget to subscribe, please like, so you know more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!